Here we go. Unpausing. So yeah, I've got to unpause this. We're just gonna do it from this because let's see if the players are here. Yep, that's a wiggle. That's a speed flip. We're ready to go with game one. Rw9 versus Tempo for the second time today. Tempo already got an upset win against Rw9 to send him to the lower bracket earlier. Rw9 was having a bit of an identity crisis with his presets. And then Tempo nearly qualified against Shadi in the upper bracket final as well. Tempo's been unbelievable today. But is Rw9 back? Is he him again? And did Tempo miss his window to qualify through the upper bracket? 1-0 Rw9 as we kick this one off. I think Tempo's earned everybody's respect today, even if he does lose this. He's been so entertaining to watch. He's been so aggressive stylistically. And he's caused problems to every single player that he's played against. Beating Diaz, beating Rw9, taking Shadi to game 5. He's absolutely in with a chance to win this, and he's definitely a player that Rw9 will be taking seriously right now in a tournament setting. Oh wow, Tempo actually got that boost. How did he get that? That looked like Rw9 was in front of him. I think, was that one of those like, okay, Tempo's higher up in the air, so he got the boost situations? Could have also just been that slightly longer hitbox, reaching out and grabbing the boost before Rw9 could. My goodness, what a save. Tempo now wave dashing in reverse, or trying to. Ended up actually just flipping on the spot, but he did land right next to the ball. Tempo perfectly flicking top corner to get the 2-1 lead. Just picking his timing so well once again. Never in a rush. He just goes at his own speed, but he seems to just have a sixth sense for when to go and accelerate the play past his opponent. Yeah, ridiculous save there to keep Tempo in the game, and then scoring afterwards. Rw9 with the air dribble bump. Tempo flies away from it, but misses the ball afterwards. There's your ping check. It's the best possible server for Rw9 with 76 ping. Does anybody know, by the way, I forgot to ask, did Diaz stream his main event games today? Was Diaz streaming? Or was he just playing offline? I'm very curious to see if Diaz will go again, or is he just had enough of these Europeans. He's like, nah, stuff this. I lost to a Dominus with a hat on. I'm just going to stick to North America for now. Rw9 doesn't have that option, too far away from North America to play their tournament. This is the one that he can go for, but that reset is a pretty good one. One extra touch after the flip reset. And Rw9 batters in another one after the kickoff. A kickoff is actually something that Rw9 struggled with earlier on today. Tempo was putting him under pressure. He was taking the ball away, taking the boost away from a lot of the kickoffs. It looks like now Rw9 might have figured out something to swing that more in his favor. And yes, the winner of this does qualify for Salt Mine 4 EU main event. December. Joining an already illustrious list of players who have made it. Nas, Atto, Moxie, Jorias, and today Shadi. Rw9 trying to become the second Saudi Arabian player to make it to the main event alongside Shadi. That would make them the only nation so far who have multiple representatives in the main event. Huge flick by Tempo after the ceiling reset. Demo in the back corner. Look at Rw9's POV in this. He's like, I've probably got time to grab the boost. Wait a minute, no I don't. Tempo's already shooting. Wait, is the Dominus really the plank hitbox? I thought it was the Dominus hitbox. Is it a plank? Did they change it? Big fake by Rw9. He's got Tempo in an awkward position here. No, it's the Dominus. Yeah, I thought so. Another good low shot by Rw9. Forces a bad save. And it's only a bad save in terms of where it went, and it's actually a pretty good save to get a stop on this. But Rw9 shooting low denied a clear after the fact. Rw9 almost put in an awkward position again by Tempo, but he gets out of it this time. I do wonder if Rw9 watched the Shady match against Tempo at all. Oh no, you can't have because he was playing at the same time. Never mind. silly question to ask. So if he did see any of that, or if he heard about how Shady beat him, then he might be going back to his traditional playstyle of just defending, waiting for the overcommit, and then scoring on the counter-attack. That's something that we all know Rw9 can do exceptionally well. And in fact, all time, he might be the best player at executing that style against world-class opponents. And Tempo, in the last 3 games that he did play against Shady, was starting to loosen up a little bit with his own offense. He was starting to go for shots that are maybe a little bit too silly. Oh, what a shot. Rw9 has just peaked here. That is just outrageous. Did he go? He got a flip reset twice? I swear he got a reset and then he just got another reset anyway. Imagine you could do that. You could save up flip resets. So you get a flip reset, you don't use it, you go and land on the ball again. Now you have 2 flips. Just flexing there. He's just like, yeah, I'll get a reset, and then just to make absolutely sure I'll go for another one. Crazy. The double tap as well from the tight angle is perfect. Underside of the car to softly drop the ball down. Tempo down 4. And again, he's overextended. Rw9 saw it coming. The boost sucked him into the corner, and now Tempo's way down. He's not really been one for early forfeits. He has tried to go for late comebacks in many situations. $50 seconds to go, though, means that Tempo does need to dispossess Rw9 and score right here. And he can't. Rw9 pokes the top bins to go up by 9 goals to 3. Dominant display in game 1 by the odds-on favourite. The match has been played pretty much 50-50 in both sides of the pitch, but Rw9 has been in control of the ball and the boost by a fairly large margin. Tempo gets 1 back, but I think it's going to be too late. 33 seconds left, 5 goals. Probably a bit too much in this day and age. But that is going to be game 1 to Rw9. Just 2 games away from main event. Remember that these guys and everyone trying to win Salt Mine 4 this year are looking to join a very short list of players who have a Salt Mine championship to their name. That list includes players like Khaled, First Killer, Jorias, and last year's Daniel and Nas. That's it. Those are the 5 players who have won Salt Mine main events. Of course, we did also have Moxie getting a stage win last year. But in terms of actual main event wins, only 5 players have ever won. First Killer's a 2-time winner, Salt Mine 1 and 2. Khaled is also technically a 2-time winner. He won Salt Mine 1 Europe, and then there was also a World Championship for Salt Mine 1 that Khaled was victorious in. Then Jorias, Daniel, and Nas have all won 1 each. Yeah, Khaled and First Killer both 2-time, or 2 tournament winners. And Khaled finished 2nd place in Salt Mine 2 as well to Jorias, so he had a lot of success in early Salt Mines. Nearly a 3-time winner. And of course, First Killer still, to this day, one of the best players in North America for 1v1, so he could be adding to his tally this year. Of course, he's got players like Daniel. Oh, nice pump by Rw9 to go 1-0 up here. Missed the initial open net shot. Yeah, you've got players like Daniel, Diaz as the probable favorites in North America at the moment. And I expect Wavy to be a problem if he can make main event as well. He still has yet to do so. At the NA tournament later on today. I think Wavy and First Killer are the two favorites to make it today, or tonight I should say, into the main event. Wow, let's take a look at TempoH's POV of this goal. Rw9, flip reset, then the low 50. That is something that Shadi did use to great effect against TempoH in the upper final. Flip reset, low 50, or just flip reset, mid-air 50 in general. Wow, Rw9 might have actually had the whole goal covered there. That's crazy, because TempoH ripped the flick from very close range. But this is where TempoH really needs to lock in. If he lets this lead grow like he did in the first game, his confidence is going to be at an all-time low. That double tap is way off target. Starting to lose steam, TempoH. It was full confidence earlier on today. Now, confident shots are becoming more few and far between. Inverted half flip by Rw9 to turn and face the ball. Now the half flip to leave it. And TempoH will come right at him. And it's a perfect flip top corner. Once again, TempoH shows true expertise with the Dominus flicks. So hard to control. This one, he puts top right with a flick to the left. Yeah, in Saltmine 1 World Championship, it was Flakes who eliminated First Killer, if I remember correctly. Flakes, I think, played against Lethamir and First Killer. I think it was First Killer's quarterfinal and then Lethamir in the semi. And Khaled on his way to the final played against Lion Blaze and Chronic. So yeah, Flakes and Khaled were the two top players at the end of the World Championship. EU MENA, which Khaled won. Little flip reset lob there by Rw9. Thought maybe about flipping into the net to try and finish it, but bailed out. Now rapid ceiling challenge by Rw9. I think Rw9 has definitely got his mojo back with his defense. He is shutting down distances so quickly now. The double tap, saved by TempoH. It might have actually been bouncing too low to go in anyway. That was a bit of a lucky one for TempoH. Rw9 definitely had a chance to score there. But that was nothing lucky about that play. TempoH outplays Rw9, lunging in, and ties the game. You like fast Rw9? Yeah, fast Rw9 is definitely the best Rw9. This is the Rw9 that's playing at his best. When he just full sends every time he thinks he can get to the ball, he just goes with no hesitation. Rw9, the long shot from distance. TempoH pre-flip save. Can he get it out? Yes, he can. What a double save by TempoH. And when you get a what a save in the quick chat from Rw9, you might as well print it and frame it. What a save by the GOAT of saves. And that is one of the greatest saves I've ever seen on the respawn. Now Rw9 with the ceiling challenge. It's a fake one. TempoH keeps it low anyway. And Rw9 actually does well to keep that one out of the net. Phenomenal defense. The Great Dane going toe-to-toe with Rw9 at his own game. Rw9 trips him up on the landing. 2-2. It's a low-scoring game 2. We've seen a lot of low-scoring game 2s today. Heavy touch by Rw9. Gonna sneak it past TempoH with the wave dash. I don't think TempoH realized that Rw9 was so far behind this ball. Yeah, from his POV, it looks like Rw9 is more alongside it. But as we saw in Rw9's POV, he actually couldn't get too much of an angle change on that. And the low shot with the wave dash was probably the only one that he could go for, other than a complete mind game. Rw9 to the fake of the near post, 50s it, and then trips up TempoH. And turns early to challenge him once again. It's another aggressive challenge for Rw9. 4-2. It would be cool to see TempoH win. Yeah, I don't think anybody, even like Rw9 fans, would be too sad about TempoH winning, given how well he's played today. Maybe the Rw9 Ultras would, but TempoH has played so well today. His style has been so exciting to watch. I don't think anyone would be sad about seeing him advance to the main event. And I hope he can, if he does lose today, I hope he's back in Qual 4 and we get to see more of it. 1 minute 24 to go. TempoH does come back within 1. Big bump onto Rw9. TempoH's going to tie it, and he makes absolutely sure by slotting it bottom corner. Heads up play there by Tempo Rw9. Thought that the ball was going to be the main threat, but actually Tempo's car was. B8 Shad, thanks for the prime 6 months. 6 minutes ago, I should say. Welcome back to the channel. Rw9 again goes 1 goal up. This time the kickoff is too strong for Tempo to recover with. This is bigger than the Mike Tyson fight. Well, I mean, this is actually a relevant fight between these two. And not a Clown Fiesta. So yes, I would agree. Definitely bigger than the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. One minute to go. Tempo was able to get the boost in the back corner there, but got sat on in the process. Has some space to work with here, has some time to work with as well. Opts for the flick. One thing that Tempo's not really been doing today is looking for demos after these situations where he gets Rw9 into the air. Usually prefers to just go again for the ball. I think maybe the demo is the one thing that's missing most from his game. What a clear by Rw9. 30 seconds left. Tempo still in with a chance, but this is such a tough angle. How has he doubled that near the net? That's crazy to even think of this. Tempo with, again, such creativity, but not rewarded this time around. Last chance to come back in this game. Air double dunk does not go through. Rw9 has held on to win this game as well, and he has 3 chances to advance into the main event. Unless, wait, hold on. Okay, it's not over. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. My bad, on me. Now, don't get confused here. This is a very difficult comeback, but I did speak too soon. It's not over yet. You'd think it has to be a drive kickoff or a delayed kickoff. What's it going to be? It's actually going to be standard, but he goes low on it to pop it. Pre-flips keep it up. Tempo not quite able to keep it up again. That's tough. I think maybe delayed kickoff was considered a bit too obvious for Tempo in that position. He's thinking about it, I'm sure. But it is the go-to when you've got 1 second left, 2 seconds left. You just delay the kickoff, try and pop it. And maybe he's worried Rw9 will know that's coming. And he tried to just win a kickoff against him instead. Yeah, I think the underrated strat in that scenario is actually just the drive kickoff, though. The drive kickoff's gaining popularity, I think. Where you just go on the outside of the ball and chip it. You really do have to turn quickly, though, if you've got 1 second left. You've got to go so fast. Got to also catch the ball a bit thicker so it doesn't go into the ceiling and ground before you get back. Tempo denied us from Rw9 Diaz just to not qualify. Well, yeah, he might have denied us from Rw9 versus Diaz, but instead we got Tempo versus Rw9, Tempo versus Shadi, and then Tempo versus Rw9 again, and I'm not complaining. These have been some great matches. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him try and take down all the big dogs today. Right now he's going to need 3 straight, or else it will be GG's and Rw9 will advance to Salt Mine 4 EU main event in December. What does Tempo have left? It's been such a tough day for him to be so close and now so far away from qualifying. And I don't think he would have expected to be against Rw9 in the lower final. He probably thought, if I make it this far, it'll probably be Shadi, maybe Diaz on high ping. But to play against Rw9 in this situation is yeah, particularly tough. But do remember that after this match is done, I'll be going offline. I've got to go get my dinner, and then I'm going to be back in about 1 hour and 15 minutes for North America. We're going to be starting again with Salt Mine Quals. NA is absolutely stacked today. Huge fake there by Rw9, by the way. Absolutely stacked, and you're not going to want to miss it. 2 more players will qualify for NA. My money's on First Killer and Wavy, but we'll see. There's some other great players in there as well, who certainly have a chance of causing an upset. Some more aggressive backboard double there by Tempo. He's mostly played those safely into his back corner today, but I think he's starting to just exaggerate his playstyle in this desperate scenarios. Instead of dialing it back and playing safely, he's thinking, you know what, if I'm losing, maybe I need to play even more aggressively. How cooked is my sleep schedule? It's pretty cooked today, but I'm going to fix it tomorrow-ish. I'm planning to wake up tomorrow at 11 in the morning, so I'll be up till like 3 in the morning streaming, so hopefully I can get like 7 or 8 hours tonight. Let's be honest, probably more like 6. It's pretty hard after finishing stream at like 3 in the morning to just immediately switch your brain off and go to bed. So I'll probably be getting about 6 hours sleep tonight. But I woke up today around about 2 in the afternoon in preparation for a late stream. So don't worry, I'll be alright. Rw9 once again with the reset mind game. This has been TempoH's kryptonite ever since Shadi used it to great success against him in the upper final. TempoH's defense, he does like to go quite high on his pre-jumps. And these ones are getting completely stuffed. The problem for TempoH is that even if he does play the ball there, Rw9 is behind it. So best case scenario for Rw9 is a goal with a mind game. Worst case scenario is 50-50, which he's pretty good at. TempoH doesn't even get the boost there as well. Rw9 with a pre-flip. Thought about another one as well. TempoH staves off the counter for now. Oh, in fact, he's cut back into the play-in. Gets back within 1. For a second there, it looked like it might be a 3-goal game. But it's Rw9 who ends up on the wrong side of the ball. And TempoH who puts in another one. Yeah, this has been a great day for TempoH in terms of experience. This is his best ones tournament result that he's had by far, as far as I know. I'm sure he's learned a lot. I'm sure he's going to learn a lot when he looks back on these games. Well, unfortunately for him, Rw9 has just been getting better and better throughout the day. It's something that we knew might happen, and it's something now that is absolutely happening. Rw9 is making improvements. He's ironing out his mistakes. He's finding out what works again. He's just remembering what we all knew he would remember eventually. How to not just play his 1v1 style, but dominate with it. And does TempoH have it in him to make one more comeback? Rw9 has had so much better kickoffs in this match than he did the first time around. The first time these two played, the kickoffs were, I think, TempoH favored for the most part. Rw9 has switched it up on him this time, and that's the mark of a champion. That's the mark of a great player, to be able to figure that out. That's a good play by TempoH. Rw9 compliments him again. No salt from Rw9 today. He's been very, very kind in the quick chat to his opponents when he has been outplayed. Half the game to go. TempoH down by 3. Rw9, the wave dash fake challenge. TempoH not really much playing the ball. He's trying to score with an impossible position again. That's actually so well done. Rw9 reads it, stays in the way of it, and swats that one away as well. I think the main upgrade for Rw9 in this matchup compared to earlier on today, apart from the kickoffs, has definitely been the defense. Rw9 has just been frustrating TempoH far more often. We'd see TempoH scoring high scoring games when these two played earlier on. Now it's been low scoring in his part. And Rw9 is getting a similar output at the other end, 7-3. Great first touch by Rw9. Did not reveal his hand very early there. And now the delayed kickoff as well. Rw9 about to slam in an 8th, surely. Oh, never mind. He actually just gives it to him. Well, generous Rw9 is going to be, I think, conceding. Yes, he is. 7-4. You know, when he was half committing to that play, he must have thought, he must have realized he's missing. But not really any point in centering it. I think fully bailing out of the shot would have made more sense for sure. Jamaican X, thanks for the 4-month prime. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the content recently. Here comes TempoH again. Can he get another late comeback going? High flick to the backboard. Rw9 will catch that one. And chase Tempo down the line. Oh, Tempo's managed to nick it past him though. Suddenly, a swing of momentum late in game 3. It's not over yet. Rw9 thought he could get a demo there. Tempo got away from him. Straight spawn kickoff. Usually midfield play results from this one. And it looks like it will this time as well. Tempo denied the back corner boost grab he wanted. Rw9 is afraid to overcommit in Tempo's back corner. That'll give time for Tempo to re-establish a position. Oh, but he's panicked and given the ball away. Rw9 ground to air dribble. Can he go in front by 3 again? It's that air dribble fake. This time Tempo gets enough of it to deflect it into the back corner. But it's still Rw9's ball. Big boost advantage for the Saudi Arabian. Another flip reset fake. This time he's flicked it towards Tempo, who's not really behind the ball here, but he's able to rotate back. And Rw9 still slots it past him. Too good. It was an awkward exchange. But at the end of it all, Rw9 ended up facing the ball. Air roll shot with 32 seconds to go ahead by 3 again. Tempo commits to the mid boost. He has to play the aggressive option here, loses the race, but he was losing anyway. He's probably thinking, I just have to go, and he has been rewarded for this challenge. It's a tough finish. Tempo off the back wall, slots it. 17 seconds left. Tempo back within 2. Now what does he go for? Outside kickoff. Checks to see where Rw9 is. He's got an option here to go for the all-in play. Air roll shot, saved by Rw9, and that will be game over. Tempo couldn't conjure up any more magic, and it's the end of what was a spectacular run from him. GG's, good luck in main event, he says, because that is where Rw9 is headed. He's qualified to the main event for Salt Mine 4 EU, and Tempo, good luck next time. We hope to see him in next week's Last Chance qualifier. Definitely excited to see Rw9 in the main event though. This was a win-win, no matter who makes it. It's going to be either an exciting underdog or the return of one of the legends who could be making a run towards winning the whole thing. But GG's. Great games from Tempo. If you do want to play in the Last Chance quali yourself, if you want to be a part of that, it's going to be 1 day earlier next week for Europe. Rw9 says, thanks, Johnny, for streaming. Everyone else is streaming. So thank you, Rw9. Very kind of him today. He's been such not salty vibes at all. Whoops, wrong screen. Let me find the right one. There it is. Rw9 advances. Shadi advances. It's a great day for Saudi Arabian Rocket League today. 2 more players to the main event.